What up, guys? Welcome back. I just want to say a shout out to, I think our last podcast had 100 and something views. Now, of course, I don't look all into the details or anything as far as like if you leave and you come back, how many, but either way, if someone did leave and come back, they came back 106 times.
Damn.
So appreciate everyone that does tune in, watch us, even if it's brief. I do appreciate it. We appreciate it. So thank you guys that do still tune in.
Yeah, that is crazy though.
Yeah,
I
because
just looked. It's 101.
there it was. It was 100 and something. I didn't.
We'll go 100 because it was me on there for
Okay,
checking
so,
audio.
But either way, I don't know the last time we touched 100. I didn't look at any other videos. I just happened to be scrolling on there the other day and I seen that we had hit 100. So again, I don't know how it worked. It could have been 50 of you guys coming and going twice. That's cool. Either way, no matter the number of people, we had 100 views. So I just want to start off by saying thank you guys. Um, there is a lot going on. You know we're sports fans, so to start kind of sports related, but we won't go heavy. Shout out the Philadelphia Eagles, Super Bowl champs. I went into the Super Bowl honestly with the thought of no matter who wins, I'm happy. Chiefs win, I witness history. Eagles win, they did what everyone wanted them to do, was stop history.
Yeah, that's what I was telling Matt yesterday. I was like, it was a win-win.
Yeah, like,
I mean, some people didn't want to see Patrick Mahomes do it.
but it's just those haters that like they want their team to do it or they don't want anyone to do it, which makes me reflect on like, are they really people you'd want in your corner?
Yeah,
Because it's like
I see what
these
you're saying.
guys were he's successful. Patrick Mahomes is great.
Pretty
Now
badass.
is he the greatest? Probably not the greatest after that performance.
God, that was tough.
And everyone will say, well, their offensive line couldn't. Well, they did it all year. So you can't tell me that they weren't capable. They beat Josh Allen. Like, you know what I mean? So you can't argue that his line wasn't good. Like, yeah, they weren't good against that team, but that defensive line was really good. So it's like you have to learn to make adjustments. And when you don't have but one first down in the first half, you didn't pass the 50-yard line until the third or almost fourth quarter. So it's like, I think it was, I don't want to undermine the Eagles' success.
Yeah.
Their defensive line is great, but I feel like we do this every year. Aaron Donald and them were good when they won the championship. The Buccaneers defense was good when they won the championship.
Yeah.
Like, we go down this road like, man, are the Eagles going to be the next team to run 3 in a row? Like, oh,
It's kind of hard, yeah. Like the Chiefs were an anomaly. Like it's probably never gonna happen again. Like you're probably never get another team to even get to the Super
get
Bowl.
back to back.
Like back to backs, maybe, but
Maybe.
like the actually get to the Super Bowl when you two-peat, it's probably never gonna happen again.
I mean, there was a stat that showed Tom Brady was actually 27 and Patrick's currently 28, and they have the same amount. I think Patrick's been to one extra Super Bowl, but they both have the same amount of Super Bowl wins. And then there was a gap between Tom Brady, which was 10 years, 2004 till 2014, until he won his next title.
Damn.
So it's a matter of when will Patrick, if ever, win his fourth title.
It's gonna be hard. That team is not the best, and
I feel like they're going to make a move, which is Tyreek Hill. They're gonna
Yeah, I've been
bring
saying
him
it.
But I don't think that's what they're missing.
no, their secondary was good. I think they're missing an edge rusher. They have two interiors with Wharton and Chris Jones. Their exterior of their edge rushing is trash. They have one good linebacker. Their safeties are getting old. Their linemen obviously ain't fucking good. Pacheco can't run the ball. There's fucking 20 things I just fucking named.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there. So it's not, and this is the thing. We can say we can say this for the majority of teams. Once you pay the quarterback, I don't care if it is the best quarterback in the league, Patrick Mahomes.
It's hard to pay.
There was only one guy that's ever, at least, unless someone could tell me that they had the chance to make the most money possible, that they decided not to. And that was Tom Brady. And he has 10 Super Bowl appearances, 7 Super Bowl wins.
I don't know another quarterback that was good. There probably is a quarterback.
Think about it. Herbert hasn't been to even the conference championship, got the most money he could. Trevor Lawrence hasn't been to the conference championship, got the most money he could. All these guys that are unproven, not even proven, like Jalen Hurts.
There's only one player that has a 50, or two players that are getting. Well, no, he's not going to pay for 50. Maybe he is, but there's two players, if I'm wrong, that are willing to like how do you say it? Their resume speaks for their 50 million, and that's Hurts and Mahomes. Everybody else, I don't think deserves 50 plus.
But Burrow,
he's been to one playoff, and that
was
was
in the Super Bowl, and he's the only person that actually beat Mahomes. And you're talking about a Bengals team that you're not going to get better. No one wants to play there. You're lucky he even wants to play there.
But then we could just say Purdy too. He's been to a Super Bowl and lost.
Yeah, but Purdy's not work. But the eyes don't lie. That's what I'm going off of. Like, when you step out, like, let's say you step out and you're about to play Gus Macker. You know the motherfuckers that aren't good.
Yeah.
And you know the motherfuckers that are good. Mm-hmm. It's an eye test. You don't need to see a whole lot. You can see, like, man, that fool's got handles. Oh, that fool's got a little Jimmy. Oh, that fool's got, like, he knows how to block without fouling.
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that Joe Burrow has shown us. Now, he's injury prone, but he wasn't this year, and he had the best numbers of any quarterback.
Yeah.
Now, of course, his defense was trash. Mm-hmm. He also is in the division with the 2-time, could have been 3-time MVP.
And potentially could lose one of his 2 wide receivers.
Exactly. And then you're also talking about a Steelers team that never has a losing season. And then the Browns are the Browns.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you're also in a conference with Herbert, Stroud, Mahomes, Bo Nix, all these fools that I get are proven, but they're so good that they help with the exploits of their team.
Yeah.
So Burrow is proven. Josh Allen is good, but I don't think he's a 50 million.
That's what I'm saying. I think there's only 2.
You think it's Hurts because he's been to 2 Super Bowls and won one now?
Yeah, 2 Super Bowls in what, 4 years? He's only been
3.
3. Yeah,
3.
No, but how long?
He went.
He didn't go to his rookie year, did he? He went his rookie year.
He went 2 years ago. He's been there for like 5 years, bro.
Well, still 2 and 5 is pretty good,
right? And he lost to Mahomes.
Yeah,
and
then he beat Mahomes. Yeah,
but the thing is when you pay a quarterback, it goes down. Like
you're fucked.
You're not gonna be like right now. Dallas is in a bad position because you just paid Dak. You just paid CD. You're going to try to sign Micah. We're not going to have room to go get,
Myles Garrett.
A T. Higgins, Myles Garrett, whoever we think we need. Mm-hmm. We're not going to be able to do that. We just can't. Like, as much as Jerry has the money to do it, that's not how the NFL works.
It's not baseball.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. It's not baseball.
Not baseball.
So that's where it sucks because Dak, okay, I get it, bro. You got your bag the first time.
Yeah, he got a mean.
Then you wanted it again? For what? For what did you do that, like, I'm all about, like, boxers being confident going into a fight and then they get knocked out and it's like, any boxer has an actual punching chance. You don't have a chance to win a Super Bowl, Dak. Yeah. You don't have that.
I get the first contract. He was young. 2016 was a year to remember. But it's like after that one, you have to start making conferences, Super Bowls. I guess like you said, Joe Burrow. Like,
at least be in the MVP conversation.
Yeah. Hurts, Allen.
Burrow. Like all these guys that are in there, he's not. It's like, at least Jared Goff took a franchise that's never been to a conference championship to the conference championship. Like, and he's not even worth $50 million. So it's like, once you pay it, it's hard, even if you're the best quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. He got to the Super Bowl, but you could tell the difference between talent was like so substantial. Like, the defense was too good for the offense, and the offense wasn't that much better than the Chiefs because they held Saquon down. Mm-hmm. But Hurts is like Lamar, essentially. Like, he can take off running, and he's going to be effective.
Yeah. Played pretty good last 2 games.
Yeah, he did exactly what he needed to. So, respectfully, congratulations, Eagles. Congratulations, Hurts.
I will be the first one on the record. I thought Hurts sucked. He proved the last 2 games he don't suck.
Well, if you look at just his he has better Super Bowl stats than Mahomes in his 2 Super Bowls.
I believe it.
He balled in both of them. It just, did you know also that the first matchup between the two of them, they're the only two, like in the matchup, both teams scoring over 35 points in the Super Bowl. They're the only Super Bowl where both teams did it.
Damn.
Also, he's the only one of 2 quarterbacks to ever score 35 or more Super Bowls twice. Who do you think's the other quarterback?
Who's been there twice that I could think? Eli Manning. Tom. Peyton.
One more. There's a GOAT that you're not thinking.
Montana.
Yep. Those are the only 2 quarterbacks to ever score more than 35 in 2 Super Bowls. Not even Mahomes, not Brady, not all those guys you just said.
Yeah, those are pretty good guys right there.
Because Peyton went to 3.
Yeah.
But he didn't score more than 30 either time. Or more than twice.
Yeah.
Or more than once.
Yeah, now thinking about it, I think he won 21-17 to the Bears or something.
To the Bears. Then he lost to the Saints. They didn't score shit. And then they won like 50-3 against the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. And Tom, his was like 17-14 to the Giants. 21 something. It's not you don't do it often.
Well, there's not a lot of teams in the history of the NFL that could score 30s.
Even when Tom beat the Chiefs the first time, it was 20-9.
Yeah.
Although they dominated, it was only 20-9.
Yeah, there's only a few. Like the Hurts team was probably the best team that offensively I've probably seen in a long time. Maybe the Rams that year they won it. The Rams offense was really good
when they had Bruce and
no, the current one, the one where they had Cup and Odell Beckham was going crazy in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
and then
I would say Marshall Faulk, Kurt Warner, Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt. Those dudes were electrified. Those dudes could put points up like nothing.
Yeah, that's probably one of the last ones.
Offensively, there's not been a very maybe Tom Brady and Randy Moss team, but then they got stomped because they ended up the defense of the Giants.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of offensive heavy, but what helped them was their defense was only rushing 4.
Dude, it was crazy. Brandon Graham made a fucking stupid difference. They weren't doing that against
Jaden. That's true. I hadn't thought about that being a factor.
Brandon Graham was the deciding factor.
Because to activate him last second and for him to be active effectively.
Because you had to stop Carter. You have to stop Williams, and now you got to stop Graham. That's 3 guys.
And Sweat.
And Sweat. Sweat was going crazy.
Yeah.
So that's 4 guys that you don't have to rush anybody else.
Those are you're dropping 7, rushing 4.
That's elite.
And you're not allowing Patrick to scramble because that's what he's good at.
And then you have pretty good corners in Slay, Gardner Johnson. Well, I don't know if Slay played.
But it's so much. This is the thing.
DeJean. Yeah,
if you have no pass rush, the corners are going to get they're going to get taken advantage of because they can only cover so long.
Yeah, it's
when
impossible.
the rush is there, DeJean's taking pick 6s home.
Yep.
That's what happens. So, and shout out DeJean, first interception of his career in the Super Bowl, pick 6. Low key, Patrick Mahomes. What a better time.
Yeah, LeBron's going to dap him up now.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. No, but again, I was happy either way. Congratulations, Eagles. I'm not necessarily happy that they won, but
they have to.
In all honesty,
they're dominant right now.
They're the best team, I would say, in the NFC.
They won 2 in 6
They've been
years?
2 in 3 years. Oh yeah, they beat. Well, I think that was 2016 when they beat Brady.
Yeah, they were 3 and 7 or something.
So 2 in 10 years. That's not bad because Patrick has 3 of them. So there's 5 Super Bowls, and then you mix it up. Bucks have 1, Rams have 1. Who else? Seahawks have 1. Who else got one recently?
Patriots.
Oh, probably the Patriots. So it's basically Tom, Pat, and then a mixture of a couple guys. That's not bad to be in that mixture.
Yeah, now you're solidifying yourself as a Hall of Famer. You won 1. Now you're in elite categories. Like Newton doesn't have 1. He has an MVP, but he doesn't have a
But
championship.
we did talk about this. How much of a difference does having a Super Bowl,
One Super Bowl
matter?
Put you elite levels.
And it puts you on a you're already above Dan Marino. You're tied with Drew Brees. You're
Aaron Rodgers.
Like you're in a class of a lot of already Hall of Fame.
Now
If you can get another
You're
one,
in the realm with Peyton Manning.
well, he's got 2.
That's what I'm saying. You get 2.
If you get 2, now you're in a very
Slim.
slim class.
There's
There's not
like-
a lot of multi Super Bowl winners.
There's like
Roethlisberger,
Bradshaw.
Bradshaw, Troy, Joe. I mean, you're already with Joe Namath.
Yeah, you're
Like-
in the names with these fucking players where there's only a few players that get 2.
Yeah, like there's not very. Look at Russell Wilson. We thought the Seahawks were going to be elite for like 5 years. They ended up only going to one more Super Bowl, and they ended up losing to the GOAT.
Yeah, we thought Aaron Rodgers were finally going to get over the hump. Went to 6 NFC championships and never got-
Nothing. Look at the Niners. They had been in there for years and years and years, and now, again, this is their moment. What are they going to do with Purdy? Are they going to sign him long-term big contract? Is Purdy willing to do the Tom Brady thing, which I'm going to go out and say he is?
And I was the one saying they're not going to even sign him. I think they're going to run it back with the new guy. Like they're going to see if it's the system or if it's.
But they've already done that 3 times.
And it worked.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like at some point, I think they got to give it to somebody.
Do you though?
I mean, the thing
What
is,
if that's their motto? Like, what if they just go with that? Like, we just get a young guy, no
but
matter
who
who
are
we
they going
get.
to get?
They can get Jackson Hayes in the 4th round. Or Jackson Dart. Jackson Hayes.
Yeah.
Fucking thinking of Lakers. Jackson Dart in like the 4th.
Shout out Lakers.
You get DJ Ungalele from FSU late in like the 7th.
That's the thing. I don't think that you're going to get such an opportunity to get a quarterback that's I'm going to just say proven in the sense of he's capable of getting you there. Just like Garoppolo, I get it.
Yeah.
But he's a lot younger, and I think you're capable of convincing him to take the pay cut.
He would have to. There's no
come on,
there's
bro.
not enough money.
We'll give you $40 million a year for 4 years.
Yeah.
Like that's more.
So you get
you're not-
120? Yeah. Or
160. And we'll even give you 100 guaranteed.
Yeah, that's
100
that's-
guaranteed, 60.
That's like a Matthew Stafford deal right now.
But it's like you're young and you got us there, but we need room to. We're probably going to end up losing Debo because he's going to get traded. So
Yeah.
we need to bring in another guy. Somebody's got to replace him. Kittle's somewhat getting older. Your line needs to be revamped. You need to start picking up the defense. Like you're kind of
You might need another running back soon. Christian can't stay healthy.
maybe, yeah. So it's like I don't know. But as of currently, we argued about I've asked who was the best quarterback in the NFC. Matthew Stafford was up there. Some people said Jared Goff. People are already writing Jaden Daniels' dick. Like, to me, it's Jalen Hurts.
It has to be.
Like, as much as he may not be as good as Josh Allen, and as good as Lamar, and as good as Joe Burrow,
Maybe if Stafford was 5 years younger, he was only 30, I could probably push it. But he's like 35, 36.
He's probably going to go to the Raiders.
Yeah, he's done. So it's like, I can't put him at an elite level. Kyler Murray hasn't made the playoffs his whole fucking career.
No.
Dak sucks. Jaden Daniels maybe digresses like Stroud.
And that's what I'm saying. You look at everybody, and you're like, most of those guys haven't even been in MVP conversation.
Jordan Love's not gonna. He hasn't done much. You know, he got in his team to the playoffs, but that's nothing really. Caleb hasn't done shit. Saints don't have a quarterback. Falcons don't know what the fuck they're doing.
No, that's what I'm saying. There's nobody in the NFC currently that I would argue is better than Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I can't.
Like, the closest person to me would be Jared Goff.
Golf or
And
Stafford.
it's only because he's at least getting shit. He won a lot of games. Now, yeah, they lost. Okay, maybe they got ahead of themselves. That happens to a lot of teams.
Yeah.
That happens to a lot of teams. So
Mahomes and them
I'm
probably
not going to
overcut
discredit
that.
them. Now, it's about a bounce back. What's their bounce back going to be like? But either way, NFL season's officially over. It's a sad day.
Who won the coaching hire? Only head coach, not their assistants or anything. But
Who won?
who
Like,
who
won?
do you think's the best hire for head coach? There was
what
7.
do you mean? Like,
There was
out of everyone that got hired
there was a
recently?
7.
Yeah, like Ben Johnson, Aaron Glenn, all them. It's got to be Ben Johnson. And the thing is any and everyone can say whatever they want about. Of course, Ben Johnson's a favorite, and I'm leaning towards favorite C2. But the thing is they're all random. We were talking about this. They're all random. You're taking a chance with any of them, even Schottenheimer. You don't know who Ben Johnson could suck.
Yeah.
Okay. The chances are he might suck because
offensive coordinators normally are pretty good though.
Pretty good, but not everyone's successful.
Yeah. Cliff Kingsbury is one of the ones that didn't work.
Kingsbury, Bieniemy.
There's a few that are offensive coordinators that didn't work.
All these dudes. That dude Staley for the Chargers.
Oh yeah.
Look, Robert Saleh. Like, and I'm just naming coaches that they were hot whenever they're the coordinators. But being a coach, it's not the same. You're doing other jobs that consists of more responsibility, and so. Any of these guys, it could be Schottenheimer could end up being the best coach out of all of them. Who knows? Obviously, the favorite's Ben Johnson, and I say this with confidence. It's because of the quarterback. I believe in Ben Johnson.
Yeah,
I think his playbook's going to be opened up more than it had been due to Jared Goff being so slow, like just athletic wise, and Caleb. He's going to slow the game down for Caleb, and then I'm going to say by week 8, 9, 10, you're going to see a different playbook where it's like, oh, shoot, now he's putting Caleb on the run, but not running. It's going to be like Jalen Hurts.
Like
Mahomes, yes. It's going to be like, you run when that's literally like you have nothing to worry about.
And they're going to think you're coming in and force the defender down. You're going to have some.
Exactly.
I get what you're saying. See, I have him as my third best.
Okay, who are your first two?
Kellen Moore. Because he went from Dallas, a hostile, everybody says it's hostile to fucking work, play for them.
Okay.
And he was a pass-first coach.
Okay.
Went to Chargers, elevated his game with Herbert.
Okay.
Goes to Philadelphia where they're not a pass-heavy offense now.
Which they showed they were all season.
They were not a pass-heavy offense.
Okay.
So he's elevated his game through 3 years or however many years he played for the Cowboys. Now he's going to a Saints team that's a rebuild where you don't have a quarterback. You have assets to trade like Chris Olave, Kamara.
Okay.
You have guys to get rid of.
Okay.
And I think he could do it in the Saints. We've seen only one other player or other coach do it, and he was an offensive coach. Oh, no, he's a defensive coach, Sean Payton. But
no, he's offensive.
It's offensive?
Yeah.
Sean Payton.
I mean, that's a great take. You're right.
And then the second one's Vrabel. He took Tennessee to the NFC champion or AFC championship.
I'm just worried about Vrabel being too close to home.
Yeah, that's the only thing too.
Like I just feel like it's gonna be one of those be too comfortable situations.
We've seen Gerard Mayo's situation where it was like,
well, it's not even that. It's just like, how can I put it? It's like, who's a good example of that? I'm trying to think of an example of somebody just being too comfortable and it just not working. I can't really think of anyone off the top of my head, but I'm just like, as much as I like Vrabel, it's so hard to think that he's going to change a franchise after Tom being there. I don't know if that franchise is ever going to be changed from that. And then he's been there, so it's like there's almost a leniency of like, oh, you can fail. And
yeah, they're just hiring old dudes that used to play for them now. Not thinking about it.
I like the Kellen Moore thing. It's hard because, like you said, they don't have nobody, and it depends on the patience that the Saints have with him. If they're willing to go in and he was willing to accept it under the terms like, we're far from playoff Super Bowl bound. Mm-hmm. I need 3 years. Give me 3. If by the third year we're not competing for the division and potential like conference Super Bowl, then you can do with me what you want, but I need to go find me a quarterback. I need to revamp my line. I need to build a defense.
Yep, I'm thinking the same thing. I think they have a perfect spot. It's going to be your team. You know, you're going to be in the realm. You don't have a quarterback. You don't have an Aaron Rodgers that's going to dictate you need to get Devontae Adams. You need to trade these picks to get. No, you don't have anybody. You have Derek Carr that's hurt. Now you don't. Yeah, and old. And you got Kamara that potentially wants to be out of there.
Yeah, you could get rid of Kamara. You probably go to Denver, back to Champaign. You get some assets for him.
Yeah, you get a
Even if
fourth
it's
and a
trade picks.
6 or something.
Yeah, if you're trading picks, it might not be a bad thing.
that
either.
fourth could turn into, like I said, Jackson Dart, and maybe he's that guy. He could turn it into somebody like that. Like, he could turn it into anybody. Yours, you can get yours or whatever his name is, Quinn
Yeah.
yours. You never know when you get draft picks what they could come out to be. And Kamara already seems like he wants to go out. And what's better option to trade him and get some picks, and maybe Olave too. Who knows? Somebody might want Chris Olave. Somebody that's desperate, like Baltimore,
like Dallas.
Bills, Dallas. There's
Dallas might
teams.
be like, hey, I need a guy.
Yeah,
Give him to me
Tennessee-
for a 7th rounder.
Bengals maybe if they lose T Higgins, they're like, fuck it, we'll take Chris Olave. Like,
Yeah. No, I don't know. We'll see what happens, man, because that's a good take, though. That is a for sure good take. It's just going to take time for it to come together, but if they're willing to be patient with him and he's willing to be patient with the team itself, then yeah, it could work out. He's going to have to go find a guy. It could be Milroe. It could be just maybe take the Phillies, entire, like, draft guys like Hurts, but then make sure to make splashes like Sweat or AJ Brown, Saquon in the free. Like, if you can sign and trade, or if you can draft, that's the way. Because look, they got Jalen Carter later in the round, first round, and got a steal. He's probably one of the best defensive tackles currently.
Yep.
Like, he's probably top 5.
Yeah, what did they trade for Joe Milton from the Patriots? We never know how good that kid
Yeah,
can be.
that's true. So
There's guys out there that could play.
I don't know. It's just a sad day because it's like no more football.
Yeah, now I gotta watch fucking NBA League Pass, and I don't want to watch fucking NBA.
Luka looked okay. He looked average. Kind of looked nervous and out of place, especially when LeBron's just cooking and Austin Reeves. But congrats! And then the Lakers decided to sign that dude Lee.
Yeah, Alex Lynn.
Oh, Lynn. Yeah, Alex.
He used to
Lynn.
play for the Suns.
Yeah, so he
He's
should
a big
be a
body.
big body.
He's a big body.
Yeah, we're
7'3"
good.
or 7'1".
Yeah, we're just needing score. We got scoring cover. We just need someone to defend the rim a little bit, get the rebounds. And
I think I'd be nervous too. Imagine playing in Dallas and you have your biggest celebrities probably Dak and Micah on the thing. Now you have Snoop and fucking Jack Nicholson and
all these fucking different round.
Yeah, fucking Kim Kardashian wants to meet me and shit.
I don't know, man. It's a different world. It felt cool though. Like, I ain't gonna lie, as a Laker fan, it got me excited again because for a while there, I just lost interest. We're in 4th place. We're a couple games from 2. Like, we may not get the number 1 seed, which at this point, I understand. I don't need to be the number 1 to get a championship.
No, Dallas was not number 1 last year.
Yeah, so for me, if Luka can stay healthy, LeBron stays healthy, and our bigs can stay healthy, we're good. Mm-hmm. Everyone else is kind of like Austin, cool. Hashimura, cool. Like, they're good, but they're not LeBron, they're not Luka.
Fuck no.
And so that's exciting. What'd you think about the halftime show? Did you see all the fucking takes on it?
I know these folks trying to get philosophical and shit. Like, if it's ass, to say it's ass. If you liked it, you liked it. I did not like it.
I didn't not like it. I seen where he was going in the mints. I just think it's so funny how people pretend that they're smarter than what they are.
Yeah, I was
like, they didn't say anything that night. No one said nothing until someone made a post that understood the message.
Yeah.
And even then, that's some bit of a conspiracy because it's not like Kendrick came out and made all this, like,
yeah.
He didn't come out with anything about it. He just, of course, it may be what it is, but then the next day, oh, you guys don't know, you're not educated, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, all right, buddy.
I'm like, okay, yeah, I get it. The Samuel Jack, all that. I get all that shit.
Yeah, I was like, these fools are all, fucking, Serena Williams' sister dated Drake. I'm like, how do y'all know this stuff? Like, is this public knowledge? People just know this shit?
The Serena thing, I know for sure.
Oh, I was like, damn,
that was back
shit?
In the day.
Oh,
like,
these motherfuckers know this shit.
That part, I know. I get it all. I read all the posts. Like, there's a big elaborate post about every little thing, like the black people making the flag, the stage being like a courtyard of the prison, like all this stuff. There was a lot of like simply conspiracies. Now, I would think most of it seemed pretty true. And like I think I mentioned that Kendrick Lamar's lyrics are like studied in Harvard or wherever it
Yeah.
is. And so, is there a chance that it's all tied together like they think it is? Maybe. But again, I just don't like the phoniness as if you came up with the post.
Yeah.
You read the post, you believed the post, and now you're basing your entire opinion of the show off the post.
Yeah, I just thought it was ass. Like,
I didn't think it was bad. I thought it was kind of funny at the end when it was like he was contemplating playing Not Like Us.
oh yeah,
And then he went on and he was like...
it didn't seem like another concert. It didn't seem like a Super Bowl performance. Like when The Weeknd was there, that shit was like a movie. Like he made it into a movie. When Super Bowl halftime.
But I think that was part of the conspiracy theory. Is he didn't want to go hard
He wanted
due
to
to the fact to send a message.
Okay.
That's what it is. Which I believe there's some truth to it.
I still think it was.
But
ass.
like I said, come with that energy from the jump. Don't
Yeah.
go read something when someone else broke it down and try to take credit for it. Like,
Yeah.
at least tag them motherfuckers that you're crediting. Don't be fake and repost and pretend like you came up with this whole conspiracy.
yeah, that next day I seen it, I just put that shit was still ass.
I didn't think it was ass. I just thought I was more making fun of the people that thought that they knew stuff that we didn't know.
Right, we were overlooking it.
Yeah, like, oh, you don't understand. This is where America's going. Bro, shut the fuck up.
I know. Why does everything have to be so like political and so fucking religious based and so
It's like racism, political, religious based. Like,
Like, damn, bro. Like y'all's opinions on shit don't matter. Like nothing's ever gonna change for anything. You just live your life, fool. Fucking go on your
yeah, go
vacation.
buy your $10 eggs and shut the fuck up.
I know, fool. Like, fuck, y'all complain about a lot of shit. Like, fuck, bro. And it's not just like we're not just picking on one people. It's Mexicans, it's blacks, it's these whites.
All
All y'all motherfuckers complain about stupid shit.
Yeah, and I guess you got my attention because here I am talking about it.
Cause
But
fuck, bro. Last time we had a big deportation was when Obama did it. Obama was fucking 12, 13, 14 years ago. Fucking last time we had slaves was fucking I don't remember. Fucking 100 years ago. Shit, I don't even know when the last time. We still
But
talking
that
about
was
this shit.
that was sort of the message too. Was like, because like the NFL is like a type of slavery.
But it's like, bro, if y'all would just like stop talking about it, we would forget about racism and it would be nothing no more.
Oh yeah. Okay,
exactly.
so I hate to circle back. I'm gonna circle back because I forgot about this.
What?
Okay, so the Luka thing.
Uh-huh.
Do you know? Okay, what is your thought on why he got traded?
I hadn't even looked into it. I just seen that they said he was overweight and lazy. And
Okay, so that's what the big picture is, okay? So this lady, she broke it down. Now again, I don't know, I should fact check it more, but I'm just going based off of what this lady said, and it seemed to make pretty good sense. So this lady breaks it down that a couple years ago, Mark Cuban sold 71% or 70
to a woman or
to
something.
a woman, okay? So this lady came out and said, I want to build a casino in the new stadium that they're going to build.
Yep.
And they said, no, you can't do that. You can't have a casino in Dallas. So she's like, okay, whatever. She's like, well, then I want to move the Mavericks to Vegas.
Yep.
And then they were like, well, you can't move them. They have a loyal fan base here and stuff, like whatever. So because they kept denying her all these things that she couldn't do, she's decided, well, then I'm going to trade your fucking best player for what would be considered nothing.
Yeah, for a broken guy.
For a broken guy. So then that's what ended up leading to the fucking trade. Because she was fed up with everyone telling her what she could and couldn't do, although she's a 70-something% owner of
she's majority owner.
Majority owner. And they're
Oh,
telling her, well, you can't build this, you can't move the team.
Like if it was Mark Cuban when he had his whole shit,
could have done anything.
yeah, he would have been able to move wherever.
Or build the casino, whatever.
Oh.
So then she finally was fed up and was like, well, I'm trading Luka.
That's a conspiracy for real.
Yeah. I was like, that's pretty crazy. That's true.
Did you see the shit about Rob Pelinka calling the Jazz? They didn't have no idea who was getting traded. They just thought they were sending like picks over there and stuff, and they were sending picks, and they didn't know Luka and AD were getting traded in that deal. Like it was a 3-team trade,
Right.
and Jazz didn't know the whole
So they just agreed to nothing.
They agreed to I guess the Lakers were like, we have another team coming in with the trade. They'll send the picks and we'll send this player. You all you have to do is accept that, and we can get who we want, and they can get who they want. And they're like, cool. What the fuck?
Whatever.
It doesn't sound that fucking difficult.
Yeah.
So they fucking submitted the trade, and the Jazz didn't. They looked at the trade, and it was too late to call
to decline
it. So they had to accept that trade, dog.
Had they declined it, that'd have sucked.
Yeah, because Rob Pelinka didn't tell him that Luka and AD are getting traded for each other. He just told him that we're going to send you picks and players, and then the other team's going to send you picks.
But that's players. I feel like that's fake. And the reason I'm going to say that is there's so much money and things on the line. How are you not going to inquire about anything?
Yeah.
You're just going to willy-nilly say, yeah, you can have this. And then what if it was their best player? Like, what if it was... I don't fucking know. They ain't got shit. But if it was their best fucking player and you agreed, and now you're giving the Lakers your best player for fucking picks.
Well, no, they just told them that you're not sending anybody nowhere. You're just
sending draft picks.
And getting a player. And what you do with that player is up to you. The other two.
But would you want to inquire about
this nigga's retarded, but he's fucking the owner of the Jazz. Who gives a fuck? This nigga's stupid. It's Jerry Sloan, I think, is who the fucking owner is.
I don't know. That's just crazy to think that you didn't review nothing.
Yeah, he's a fucking
idiot.
You
didn't ask questions.
He's a fucking idiot.
You didn't say nothing. You just were like, yeah, whatever.
I seen it on ESPN the other day. I was like, there's no way that's true, bro.
I feel like that's still fake.
That shit's cap. It has to be. But
it has to be
crazy.
There's no way you're in that type of industry. You're making just bogus trades like that.
There are the Jazz, though.
But then I'm like, well, what did they have to lose?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think
that's really had nothing to lose.
Yeah, it's like, bro, you were trading.
But I would still have tried to figure it out.
Yeah, so that was funny as fuck.
Yeah, well, fuck. I don't know.
Fucking Luka.
What else? Oh, yeah. All those fucking plane crashes? Bro, major plane crashes.
Didn't some, Olympic team die?
I don't know about that, but I know there was just so many plane crashes in the last, 2 or 3 weeks. So there's the helicopter, and then this plane crashed into another plane on the airport. And then, there's just been so many plane crashes in the last, 3 weeks. So if you're flying, be careful.
The entire U.S. figure skating team was lost in a horrific crash, but Memorial Fund later to help grounds resume.
When was that?
Oh, that was fucking years ago.
Oh.
Maybe that's what I seen. Maybe it was it was 1961. I don't know why I would see that late. How would I, how would I know that though? Yeah, probably, but yeah, I seen that shit.
Yeah. What else?
Oh, it's because they were remembering of those fools.
Oh, okay.
Oh, pussies. They got me.
What else is there?
See, that's why you fact checks it, huh? Because, I had some shit.
I'm trying to think of what else I've seen or
heard. Who do you think's gonna get? We'll go back to NFL. Cooper and Debo.
Both Debo's gonna end up on a shit team.
I think the best place for Debo would be the Ravens.
I think
because he's a Swiss Army knife, and it'd be cool. They're not gonna. They don't pass it very much.
I think he ends up in Carolina,
Tennessee, huh?
Yeah, he's gonna end up somewhere bad. Because they're gonna just try to get picks for him. They're not gonna go player for player.
Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp's gonna go to a contender. I think the Rams will do him good. They're gonna be like, "Yo, where do you want to go?" And let's see. If I were to pick a team.
There's a few teams that need a wide receiver that are kind of elite.
Who would I give? Shit, you know what? I'd keep him right there and fuck him, send him to the Chargers.
That'd be cool.
You don't have to do anything. You don't have to move. No, nothing.
I was thinking, since you're probably not going to have Tank Dell in them for a while, obviously Stephon Diggs leaving, you might go to Houston.
Nah. They've spent too much money on those type of players.
And then Bills were a good option for me, too. They need a wideout. They don't have one.
I don't think he wants to go there.
That'd be cold as fuck over there.
Yeah, I think where he's going to want to go is a contender, but in a place where he feels like they're a piece away from a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like Denver's not a piece. They need a lot of weapons.
What about Garrett?
He's gonna go to a contender, but I think it's gonna be a contender that shit. No, they're not gonna sign him.
Well, they got to trade for him, so.
But he's gonna need to be signed.
Yeah,
you're not trading for a guy that you're
saying.
not gonna sign. So Who would I think he ends up in Washington. I just have the hunch. Dan Quinn's going to make the pitch like, I know how to use you. Think about Micah Parsons. We need you. And we don't have any money spent, so we can afford to pay you.
Yeah, that's a good one. Chicago's always going to be on the list because they're defensive city.
I just think Ben Johnson doesn't care about that. I think he cares like about his offense, and I think the defense is good already. That he's not going to invest a heavy dose of his salary to a guy that, is great. But I even think Ben Johnson knows we're probably another year away. We're not a Myles Garrett away. We're a year away.
Well, if you get Myles Garrett, then that kind of helps you on the defense. You don't have to go defense ever again on the whole. You can just go offense.
But you can't tell me that their defense was the problem.
They weren't the problem, but
that's what I'm saying.
But like I said, if you get him, you're set for on defense. You don't need anything.
But
else.
I feel like they're already set. I think it's their offense that needs to be fixed.
They're definitely offensive line. I don't think it's offense. I think it's the line one. Because if you give Caleb a little bit of time, he had weapons. It just was hard to get. You've seen DJ Moore at the end of the year started.
Right. Let me check out.
A little coyote. I did see a fox or coyote one time. That fucker was huge. Like a little, like a miniature, like a German Shepherd.
I don't know. I think it's Washington. If it's not Washington, my next pick would be.
You think Minnesota?
Nah. I think they're going to be confused on who to even sign at quarterback. He's not going to want to go to Green Bay.
Yeah, I think he might go to a dome. I think he's probably tired of playing in the cold.
I think he ends up in Miami.
Oh.
Yep. I think Tyreek could maybe convince him.
That would suck.
They need defense. No fucking defense.
Yeah, they have corners and that's it.
Yeah. Give them a good pass rush.
Yeah.
That could change their whole team right there.
They still need a fucking viable quarterback.
If Tua is healthy, we've seen he can be good.
But
not great. Not maybe Super Bowl.
Motherfucker's never healthy.
But if he can stay healthy, but that's what we're saying about Joe Burrow.
That's true.
Like, I'm not saying Miami's a great team right now. But I also feel like at any point you could fucking be a changer by being one player.
That is true. Also, Drickus Duplessis said he's top 3 in pound for pound. Is that viable? Do you agree with that or disagree?
Well, you got John Islam Pereira, so no.
There you go.
That's not true. He might be 4th. I'd have to really go down. But then I have Wei Lee. Although women get fucking excluded, Wei Lee's dominating.
She just smacked 11-0 fucking Suarez.
And I said this a while back. I would have Islam go up and fight Belil. I like the idea that Duplessis came out and said he'd like to fight Pereira. Pereira said make it at 205.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's not a good fight for him because I think he's not going to be able to get up to the weight like Pereira does after he cuts. He's going to be 230, 235. Duplessis, I think, is going to just make 205.
And then he also said he's going to wait to fight. He's going to wait to fight Pereira. He wants to fight Hamzat first.
Well, he's going to fucking lose.
Yeah, and Hamzat just got his visa to fight in the USA.
Yeah, he's fucking done. Hamzat's going to fuck him up.
Yeah, Hamzat.
If he beats Hamzat, I'll say this. It don't matter how close or how he could dominate or he could barely win. I don't care the result of how the fight goes. As long as he wins, I'll put him over John because I have John 3rd because of how inactive he is.
Yeah.
I have Pereira 1, Islam 2, then John. If he wins, just wins, he's 3.
Yeah, he said he wants to fight Hamzat because that's the last guy in the division that he thinks viable. Like,
yeah,
worthy.
That's the only guy.
Yeah, he's worthy. And he's like, if I could win that fight, I think the big fight is the 205. I mean, why not?
At that point, the fight with Pereira would be like completely like probably one of the best fights. Then you have to have Merab versus
Ilya.
Ilya Tapor. No. I want Ilya to fight Islam. Actually, that's who I want. That's who I'd rather see fight. Fuck it. You gave Volk the chance twice.
I don't think Ilya could do.
I don't think so either. I'm not saying that, but I just feel like that's the fight.
Yeah.
And then who's 35 and 25?
Marab's the 35, and then 25 is the.
But Pantoja, let them fight.
I can't think of his name. I know.
Let those two fight and do every two.
Yeah.
Let Pereira fight John.
But Lil would not be able to fight anybody.
He'll fight fucking Duplessis.
Duplessis smacks Southpaw.
Yeah, but we'd see it.
Yeah, I would watch that
If
shit.
you saw everybody fight the guy above,
like a champion on champion,
yes, that would be perfect.
that'd be badass.
Like do the next 3 cards like that.
Pantoja's a tough one though. That's a fighter.
That's a good fight.
That's a fighter.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a fighter. Now Ilya, I give him a slim chance.
Slim chance. I give him a better chance than Bellew against fucking Duplessis.
Yeah.
And then I think that John Jones versus Pereira we're all waiting for.
Yeah, that'd be disgusting.
And then you just have Wei Lee versus Shevchenko.
That she already said she wants to fight.
That's what I'm saying. They all want to go up. Everyone wants to fuck it. Let them do one card of 5 championship fucking fights.
5 champion fucking fan cards.
Crazy.
You know how fucking elite they were like. What's up with January, February? Dana. That he's like, just wait.
Well, because at this point, what do? You let that dude that beat fucking Izzy fucking fight? Or you let him fight Hamza? Or who? Like
you can't. I mean? He can't keep letting Hamza just fight people. He has to eventually fight for the belt.
Who did he fight? Oh, Whitaker.
He fucking broke his jaw or his teeth.
Do that in like 3 minutes.
Dog, he's the best fighter to fight Duplessis. Like there's no one else. I guess you could say the guy that beat Izzy. He knocked him out. It wasn't a decision. He knocked him out. So
I don't know. It's just tough because at this point, it's fighters that maybe aren't fan favorites, but they're doing their job.
Duplessis is doing his job. He
keeps beating everyone.
Fucking him up. He's only fought 2 fighters in 3 fights.
I thought the Strickland fight. This is my take. Strickland looked phenomenal against Izzy.
Mm-hmm.
But he had a game plan against Izzy that's not been effective to anyone else.
Fuck no, not
everyone else. Yeah, like everyone's fucking him up.
Yep.
And the thing is yeah, I get it, dude. There's not many guys in there. But the problem is when it's like Flacco. He did it once. He never was able to do it again. He's not that guy. Like at least Jalen Hurts has been in the Super Bowl twice now.
Mm-hmm.
There's comes a time when it's like, this guy is good, but like he's only good against the shitty guys. And the good guys he's not. He had one game plan for one person, and now he's not shit. Yeah. He's got fucked up.
Yeah, fucked up.
He didn't even have a chance in that fight.
He was getting pieced the fuck
It was
up.
like they weren't. I don't know why this guy got this fight.
Yeah, Duplessis was fucking that fool up.
So it's just like I'm over the Strickland thing. And Duplessis, he's not my favorite, but he keeps winning, so I have to give him respect.
He's doing his job.
Yeah, he's doing his job. Because when Habib was wrestling everyone and winning, I'm not mad about it. It's his way of winning. All he has to do is win the fight. It's not how he wins the fight.
Yeah, when he fights Conor, gets knocked out, now he's 28-1.
Yes,
we're
exactly.
like, he's not the GOAT.
Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know. It's interesting to think about UFC, but it's just not that fucking... I'm not that excited right now. Like, even the Suarez thing, like, I wanted her to win, but you could just tell, like, she wasn't ready for the stand-up. Mm-mm. She has no stand-up.
Fuck no, she was getting stuffed every fucking thing. Her takedown was getting to a point where she was just tiring herself out and getting pieced up by Wei Lee.
Pieced up, and it's like, yo, bro, you ain't got it.
Yeah.
Did you notice like all the undefeateds have lost this year? There's been like 10.
Yep.
They all were undefeated. Now they all have 1 loss.
I think the only one that's undefeated is Hamza, Shakrov or whatever.
Shakrov versus Bellew.
Bellew, that's supposed to be the fight. Who's the dude that was supposed to fight? Oh, he wasn't undefeated, huh? Islam beat him already. Ankalaev, not Ankalaev. What's the dude that just pulled out because of his back? No. He was supposed to fight Islam, and they took him off, and then they put Maricano.
Oh,
what the fuck was his name? Arman Saruchin. Arman Saruchin, he lost to Islam already, so he's not undefeated.
Yeah. What else?
I had one more thing. But
It's golf season now.
Canelo, what do you think about that situation?
Oh, Jake Paul needs to shut the fuck up. He sounds like a crybaby. I'm all about Jake Paul. I love you, dog. You're dope. But shut the fuck up, bro. I don't care that he fucking signed someone else. Like, who came out? Oh, it was KSI. He came out and he even said, shut the fuck up. You sound like a crybaby. You're just crying about how Canelo fucking went a different direction. Like, I get it. But at the end of the day, if there was a contract signed, then he'd have to, fulfill his side of the contract. I don't think the contract was really signed. Everyone was talking about it, but then it was like a few hours later, all of a sudden it was just gone. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking there was talks, but Jake's team got ahead of themselves. He probably said, hey, what's up? Like, you want to make this happen? And they were probably like, yeah, what's up? Well, we're thinking May 5th. Okay, cool. But then I think he thought, I want to fight in Saudi Arabia. And Jake's team's probably like, well, no, I don't want that. I want it in Vegas. Yeah. And then when the two didn't meet, I think Canelo's contract with the Saudi fights was already set. He was just trying to get Jake to be one of his opponents over there. But then Jake was like, no, I'm going to sell the fights here. I'm not going to Saudi Arabia to fight you, bro. Like, that's stupid on my end. And that's whenever the fucking contract fell through.
Yeah, that shit sucks for that nigga.
It sucks for him, but then it's just like, go find someone else. Because you say you have a line, a list.
He said he's been saying that.
But yet, you ain't getting nobody. Like, don't get me wrong, Canelo is top tier.
I already know he's going to fight some random fake boxer. Like, not a fake boxer, but that boxer he fought and he uppercutted him and just knocked him out.
Well, I seen, what's his name? The fat dude, Luis Alvarez. What's the fucking fat dude that
Andy Ruiz?
Ruiz, yeah.
He's a fucking heavyweight. That fool's fucking...
Yeah, so he came out and said, well, since Canelo fucking chickened out, I'll go step in. I'm like, bro, you're going to get fucked up.
That's a WBC champion.
Yeah, like, you're going to get fucked up. But then it's like, why not?
Yeah,
if you're about it, be about it.
I mean,
it's not a draw.
I mean, if he fights Andy, it would be a draw. People love Andy. Mexicans love that.
But I'm talking like
it's not Canelo.
It's not Canelo.
It's not Bud Crawford.
But you're not gonna get Canelo.
It's not Bivol.
There's not many Canelos.
Yeah.
There's like 3 guys maybe.
Yeah, he's not fighting Benavidez. Him and Benavidez are really good friends, so they're probably not going to
fight. Tank's too small.
Too small. You could fight one of the Charles brothers, but
I think he comes out with Rampage. That's my guess right now.
Rampage is going to get smacked.
He's going to get smacked, but then at least people will be interested.
We've seen him get smacked in the UFC.
I just don't think there's anybody worthy of fighting him.
Yeah, you would have to fight a guy. Andy Ruiz would be fucking entertaining.
Unless Conor comes out and says he's down to fight him.
Yeah, Conor, or if he fights Fury again, that'd be cool. We want to see him do.
I think he needs to redeem the Fury already.
Yeah, it's overdue. So I think that's probably his best bet.
Trust me, I'm a fan of Jake. I'm one of the biggest fans. But there comes a point, bro, when it's just like, I think you trolled him once. You're doing the mariachi band and you kissed a little redhead doll and whatever. That was funny. But then when you get in and you're talking about the contract, you're posting the contract, and then you're just carrying on, you're affected. He fucked with your mind.
Yeah.
Because now you can't get the fuck over it. Just get the fuck over it. Move on. Let's hear your fight. I'm not going to go to that fight. But if it had been Canelo, I was going to go to that fight. So now I'm just going to go golfing in Ohio. If you find in Ohio, we'll be there. I'll go to that fight. But
he could. That's his home. So
we'll see what happens. I don't know.
That was an ugly one. Yeah, I wish that would have happened.
Everyone thought. I thought it was.
I was sending you all the ones.
ESPN was saying it. Everyone was saying it. I was like, well, shit, I'm down. Like, even if it's in New York, I'm down. Because to me, that's a fight. Like, we don't have to worry about Tyson being too old. I hadn't even thought about that. I didn't even think that was a thing. Because he looked so good in his videos.
Yeah.
But at least if he had fought Canelo, I'm thinking, you're probably going to get fucked up. But
potentially.
I'm still going to root for you. And at least I know if I go to this fight, it's going to be a fight. So Canelo ain't going in there to play box.
Yeah, no, you don't play box.
No, you don't play box.
He knows that.
But the Tyson seemed like a play box.
That fucker was fucking retarded.
But then that's what I'm saying. Like the Canelo was like, okay, we're gonna watch this, bro, and this gonna be real, like real. But it didn't happen. Maybe next year, or maybe at the end of the year. Who knows? He's got a 3-fight fucking contract, so he's
Shit,
not.
he better start fighting now. Shit.
Well, he's fighting some black dude in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, Canelo.
is.
I thought you were talking about Jake. I was like, Jake.
No, Jake ain't got shit.
Jake's fucking.
Jake makes his own rules, so he's got however many fights he wants to have. I think ultimately he does 2 fights a year, but mostly it's big cards, like our big names. So it's a draw. So I don't know. KSI came out. I was listening to him talk to Ariel Hawani, and he was just like, the thing is with Drake, they're just trying to squeeze every dollar out of these fights. He's like, if he wants to fight someone, just fight someone and then let it be. He's and then he asked him about like why they haven't fought. He's like, it's not my side. Of course they're gonna say it's my side, but the thing is he wants to get the most out of Jake, including his team. They know is if he fights me and he loses to me, he has nothing to fall back on. Like, yes, he could keep boxing, but Canelo and these guys aren't going to want to fight him. That's where I'm different. I wouldn't, and he goes on to say he would never lose to Jake, but then he goes like, even if I did lose, I can go back to Sidemen. I can go do music. I have Prime. I'm not all in on one sport. I do boxing on the side. That's a hobby. He's like, so that's where Jake and I are different. Like, he don't want to fight me because of those reasons. I was like, that kind of makes sense. I don't think Jake's scared of you. I just think that nobody cares who you are enough to want to watch Jake versus KSI.
Maybe if he was boxing like how Jake's boxing every year, twice a year, fighting UFC fighting, knocking him out, even beating him. We'd be like, Jake, there's a guy in UK that's looking similar to you.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just like,
he's not doing
what's the point of fighting?
He's fighting a rapper.
YouTuber. Like YouTube rapper, Prime guy. Yeah, like that ain't even worth it.
Not fun.
So, I don't know. What else? Trying to think of what else has come out lately that I've seen. Oh, did you see that? I think they announced it on the Super Bowl that they're making a lot of states girls flag football as a high school sport now.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And then that, I guess apparently New Mexico's on the list to hopefully do it this summer, like approve it so the fall they'll be able to play.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good for women because they have 1-2 sports that you can go pro in soccer and basketball.
Right.
If they could play high school regular football, even if they just play regular football.
I think it would be cool to be safer for girls.
That's true.
Like, why throw the pads? Why do all that? If you could become a pro flag football women's league,
that'd be sick.
That's dope.
Now you're compete for Olympics now.
Yeah, Olympics. You're gonna get the contracts like the WNBA players. Of course, it's not gonna be like Mahomes money.
Yeah, it might be the WNFL.
But you could do like, what if you're making $100,000 to play flag football 4 months out of the year?
Yeah, and then you could just get a regular job that's like $30,000 to $40,000. Now you're making
$150,000. I would think that wouldn't be necessarily bad. Like, would we watch it? Probably. Like, if y'all are balling out, it's not a bad sport.
There was a chick that was playing in the celebrity flag football. She's like the best in flag football.
Right.
She fucking scored off a fucking hit turn.
But that's what I'm saying.
Everything.
Like, to me, that would be dope. Honestly, I would be more intrigued to coach a girls' fucking high school flag football team than I would want to do a boys' football tackle team.
Yeah, because there's just too many kids in the regular.
Yes, I could limit myself to like 10 to 12 players.
Yeah, you could
do. I would probably want to do both offense and defense.
Yeah, you probably do like 14 max. Probably a basketball team.
Because you're going to do probably 4 or 5 man.
Yeah.
You're not going to do 7 man. What were they doing?
I think they do 7.
Okay, so you're looking at maybe 20 kids. Maybe. Because you're going to do probably 7 offense, 7 defense.
Yeah, you have to have somebody just in case.
And then you got your subs.
You got your just in case guys, yeah.
Yeah, and so that's the thing. Like, 20 players,
that's not bad.
Like, that's not bad. I can do 20 players. Plus, I personally enjoy flag more anyways.
Yeah, you're not a 53-man roster.
Yeah, no,
4
53.
coaches.
I don't have to have a coordinator.
Yeah,
I can have a few guys to help me, or even women, whatever. That's cool. Yeah. Like, that to me is more interesting. for the women. Like,
Yeah,
of course,
hell
don't
yeah.
get rid of pads, but I don't think women have to play in pads to be one, competitive, two, entertaining, and three, a legit sport.
Yeah, because like, why like men have a lot of outlets other than the main four.
Right.
There's a lot of other sports they could play. Women don't have fucking like I said. They don't really
But
have
like,
shit.
I don't think softball is a professional
You
sport. You
decide
play
it's
college
pro, yeah.
and it's done. I don't understand why they've not made that
I
professional.
don't know who the fuck needs to do this.
Yeah, like they need to
Or what's
make a
the process?
professional softball league.
Yeah, because they're probably some bad.
Yeah.
Who the fuck doesn't want to watch badass bitches fucking cranking homers?
Yeah, like
dog?
that sounds dope, dude. Like I want to see women on fucking roids.
Yeah, like we have Jose
fucking-
Canseco fucking lady.
That'd be lit.
Josefina out
Yeah,
there.
hell yeah, that's what's up. But that's what I'm saying. Like, why are there not? If you could eventually lead up to a professional women's flag football team,
Yeah, it's basically the WNFL now.
yeah, like you're gonna get a team, and you don't even have to. Like, you could even make it flip flop where these players play during the summer.
Mhm.
So they're not playing in winter,
Yeah.
and you could flip flop it like springtime to the end of summer.
Nothing's going on.
These guys could use the facilities that are already established for the NFL teams,
Yep.
and you're good.
Yeah, it'd be perfect.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, you could have as many teams as you want.
Oh, I
Really.
guess there's women golf.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. And tennis.
Oh, and tennis too. So there are sports, but I'm just saying, why not
High-end
give them
sports,
more?
though.
Why not give them more options?
Yeah, why not? Like softball. Like a lot of girls have to play baseball before they play softball.
That's true.
And then they go to the
Well, I
softball.
don't know.
And
I
like,
don't know. I think Kyle's kids play.
no, they just play softball.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, that's
so.
cool. Shit.
Yeah, I think
I-
they're softball. But that's what I'm saying. Why have they not made softball a professional sport?
Like I don't know. That's weird.
crazy.
Yeah, I never thought about it till now. Like,
Because is there a women's soccer professional sports?
yeah,
Is
I'm
there
assuming.
there a women's locomotive fucking team?
I don't know if it's like the same. Like if they have them on the same like side, like locomotive men, women. But I do know there is a league because the Olympic team they play in the USA. Like they're all
Well,
the
I know
girls.
that part,
all
but
the
are they
girls-
just professional USA players?
That's a good question. Maybe maybe
I don't know. Because I know there's basketball.
Oh, yeah,
but
that's all I know.
I mean, and then golf and tennis. But then I don't know another sport that's professional. Just Google women professional sports. And then that'll probably give you like a breakdown of how many actual professional women's sports there are. Either way. But yeah, they're supposed to introduce that.
So professional women's sports include basketball, soccer, ice hockey,
Damn.
and ringit. Ringit?
Racket?
No, RING ring ETTE.
Ringy.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
That's the only ones. And then obviously the other
Tennis
two-
and golf.
So it's NWSL,
Oh, that's interesting.
WNBA, and the PWL are the leagues. There's
I don't know.
not. There's not a league for ringit. There's not a league. I guess it's not like. Me neither, dog.
Ice hockey? That's crazy.
The first, it's a winter sport. Women and non-binary athletes can play it.
Did you see, speaking of non-binary, state of California decided to say fuck Donald Trump's like change of rules for the transgender situation.
It's the other
And,
on
there's-
state rule.
Yeah, they're gonna allow men to play women's sports still.
Really?
Yeah, they're not gonna.
Fuck it. California, just go in the ocean with the stupid shit
Yeah.
you're saying.
Yeah, they came
Fucking-
out like last week about
Fucking
it.
dumb.
What else?
Californians are just always want to be different and gay. Fool. Like I don't know why they like to do that shit.
I don't know. Some type of shit.
Yeah, they're on fucking drugs.
What else? Guess that's it, guys. I'm fucking hungry. It's already 8:00.
Yep.
So make sure to celebrate with your loved ones Valentine's Day,
Yep.
and then that's it.
Yeah. Shout out
Till next
Valentine's Day.
time. Beard Bros.
Forgot
Peace
about
out.
that.